This is In Focus. I'm John Lieberman, joined by a very special guest today, Lars Bo Hassinggaard, Corporate IT Manager from Royal Greenland, joining us from Denmark. It's good to see you, Lars.
Hi, thank you.
So let's get right into it. Tell us a little bit about Royal Greenland, what you all do.
Royal Greenland is a very big fishing company. We are fishing off the coast of Greenland and in Canada and elsewhere in the Northern Hemisphere. But we are a 100% owned company by the home rule of the Greenlandic government. So this is what we do. We fish, we produce, we sell our goods in the global market.
Excellent. And I understand that your company has been very resilient during COVID-19. What have you done to deal with this global pandemic?
We have been in certain areas resilient, but of course we are hit like everybody else on the global market. Food service is down and we have struggling on the sales, but internally we are still going strong. We have fish coming in every day. We are supporting the local communities. We still have a big focus of keeping the goods moving. We are in the food supply service, so of course it's very, very important for us to keep the industry going.
I actually wanted to ask you about your supply chain because I know it's pretty complex and I know that you use SAP ERP. Talk to us a little bit about the complexity of your supply chain and what you've done to kind of try and tame that complexity.
The supply chain is quite complex in terms of that we are covering the full supply chain. We are a truly vertical integrated company. So we want to be closest to the fishermen. We want to be closest to the fish. We want to be closest to the customers. So basically, this is our DNA. We have 39 factories in Greenland approximately. We need to bring this to the markets in Asia and Europe and North America. And that is a bit of a challenge because we have long lead times and we have a balancing problem of what is the customer wants and what do we get out of the oceans, because we are based on wild caught fish. And that is a difference between wild caught and farming. We cannot really control our productivity or what is coming in. So that is a struggle, and that is what we try to accomplish and overcome using our IT systems.
Lars, let me ask you this. I read about a really amazing app that you've developed for the fishermen. Tell me about the app and kind of how is innovation helping you to address all of these challenges that you're mentioning?
We have our own sets of trawlers and of course we are in full control of the supplies coming from there. On the other hand, we also have in each of our small local communities, wherever we have fish production, we have a close cooperation with local suppliers. And we are also in an industry that is very regulated. So we need to pick up a lot of information. And we have tried to digitalize this process of bringing the fish into our factories and then tie this together with the full quality control and all the other measures we are doing inside our SAP system. So we have developed apps for all of those scenarios. So we will use this as a strategic platform for developing a close collaboration with the local fishermen.
I know that sustainability is very important in your industry, but particularly to your company. Talk a little bit about your focus on sustainability and why that's one of the overall themes that drives your company.
We have invested heavily in sustainability in many ways, in terms of using less fuel and less power and less effort to actually fish what we need to fish. So we are trying now to work with some big data and sensoring, knowing about the fishery, because in the northern part of the world, there's not a lot of sensoring. But we have worked with the University of Aarhus to collect data, joining those data with our fishery experience, and then we could perhaps make some really nice decision tools for the captains to go fishing where the fish are. Not sailing around using a lot of fuel, but going directly to where we can optimize the catch. That means we catch what we need fast and efficient, and we don't use additional fuel for that.
Do you believe that your business and your industry will be changed forever because of COVID-19, or do you believe that in large part, things will go back to the way they were prior to the pandemic?
I think we will internally, it will have an impact. I think we will travel a little less. But from a business perspective, I think that people want sustainable food, they want quality food, and we are certainly in an area where we can actually deliver on promise on those areas. So I think we are in a safe position.
Excellent. Well, that's great to hear. Obviously, SAP will be with you every step of the way. Lars, I want to thank you for your time. Continue to stay safe. It's good to see you, and thank you for your time.
Thank you.